Check 1, syphilis. Syphilis. Check 2, syphilis. Check 3, syphilis.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh my God. Laugh it up while you can, Maddie. You're the tank.
Move this man!
Hi, Sashi. Maddie, you get a point.
Oh, bro.
Hi, Akka.
This guy stinks!
Hi, Akka Umabashi. Hi, Stoic. How are you, Stoic? Oh, I am up to my assholes in pastels, everybody. I'm doing alright, Stoic. I am up to my assholes. Hi, Omizu. I was on a phone call with my brother, and I didn't want to, like, you know, I like talking with my brother, so. Good evening. You have reached the pastel capital of the world. Do you see the new pictures? They just end up there. So, like, pastels are getting all over my hands. Like, my arm is, like, stained blue from, like below the wrist from hand washing because of fucking phthalo blue. Like, just everywhere. It's just, like, in my nails. Like, you'll see it, some of it in my... it's not even focused. But they're, like, underneath my nails, despite how many times I wash. Everywhere. There you go. Thank you, Maddie. But it, that's at a fixed location, so this won't... I don't have autofocus, so when I hold it up, it'll never be focused because it's focused at this distance. I'm not really selling it. Okay. Everybody, Rockford is the capital of... there are 80 pastel makers here in Rockford, and I am the best. Okay? I don't. I might be. It might be my time to be Smurfify. Where'd I put that box of gloves? Right there. I'm also just not wearing gloves while I do it because I don't want to go through that many fucking gloves. But boy, it's a mountain of work, everybody. Because I also am wrapping them individually. So in the latest photos, you can see how I'm wrapping them, and then I'm putting a sticker on them to put a number on them. So you'll be able to identify the colors when you run out of one, and you can order them automatically. Order the individual ones that you're running low on. So I have to wrap them and tape the wrapper shut, and then I put a sticker on the bottom of them, so and then I have to write the number on them. By saying how much pigment is getting on you. Well, and like some of these, because of the texture, is because like phthalo blue, I'm probably putting too much pigment in the phthalo blue, frankly. So it's like, even if just a little bit rubs off, it's just on, it's on your hand and it doesn't wipe away with paper towels. Like you could see, God, you can't even see it here. Like, does this show? That's my hand like stained from like pigments. Reds, purples, blues. No glove, no love. Well, I don't want to waste a bunch of gloves. But it was like I mixed what, 9 colors yesterday? 8 colors. I did 8 colors. Wait, no. I did do 9 colors yesterday. And it's just and wrapped. I wrapped like 7. And I don't know, Yambari. I don't know if I'll wash out of clothes. But it's like cleaning the molds out, cleaning up the metal buckets. I'm doing the the double boil in. Sometimes falling on the ground. This palette gets messy with shaving, so I have to clean this all the time. Because if they're too large outside of the mold, I shave them down. Because I'm trying to have as uniform as a size as I can within reason. The things that I'm gonna seriously, for me to make any money on this, I would need to charge like $3 a stick. Oh my god, and I hate charging too much for this shit. I really do. Don't get me wrong, I want all your monies. But in an ethical way. Okay, so, yeah, if you really needed to get out of clothes, there are ways, but, think of... What's a good way? There are certain pigments that you would have no shot. I'll say this, Yambari. If you got phthalo blue or quinacridone or pyrrole on your clothes, or lamp black, if you had lamp black on your clothes, you'll have no shot getting that out. And it's not because of the pastel, it's because the pigments, the particle size of those pigments are so tiny that they'll get embedded in the fibers and there's no way getting them out, just straight up. So you should, if you are using them, you should take the approach that if you get them on your clothes, that they're not coming off. They come off of glass, right? They, you can get them off of, obviously, these small, yeah, that's why, smocks, art smocks were a thing, right? You get a jacket that you always paint in. I kind of just wear the same set of, clothes whenever I paint and stuff, because it inevitably gets on there. No, so it's not a matter of chemical, Sashi, with the pigments. Phthalo blue's particle size is smaller. It will get into the fibers at some point, and you'll never get it out because the particle sizes are that small. It's not a matter. It is not a matter of specific chemicals. It just isn't. And so the smallest particle sizes are pyrrole red, quinacridone magenta, phthalo blue, lamp black, titanium white, right? All very small particle sizes. Now, if you got the burnt sienna or the burnt umber or chromium oxide wouldn't come out either. The yellow probably wouldn't come out either. But remember, I use really strong saturated pigments. I absolutely... When aren't I, Pickles? When aren't I? I was asked a serious question I was giving an honest answer about. But, I could show everybody how I'm wrapping them, too. Did you guys want to see how I'm wrapping the pastels? It's nothing fancy because I'm doing it by hand. But you might as well see. So, that's right. So I just got these black foil thing, and then I put a sticker, and I wrote, so these are number 10s. This is quinacridone magenta. And I do have to put a piece of tape there to keep it in place. And then I put these stickers at the bottom. So you know that, like, oh shit, this is, okay, because it'll be on my website, so it'll be like number 10, quinacridone magenta, right? And so you'll know that, oh shit, I'm running low on number 10s. That's my thought, at least. Because there's going to be 48 different kinds, and some of them might be hard to tell the difference. I'm not stopping the stream. So yeah, that's what it is. Now, to give you an idea of the size difference.
Fucker.
So this is the size of the Meeden pastels. This is like the full size of the Meeden, right? So mine are a little bit shorter, but if you see the cross section, so that's the Meeden size pastels, everybody, and mine are more chodish. So there's probably about 3 times the material. Yeah, quite a bit. Probably about 3 times the material in these. So, that's a size comparison. They might. Yeah, I make a chode of a pastel. Where these Meeden pastels I like to call Republican sized. These are Republicans. Right? And then these are chodish. Right? That's the official terminology. Let me put these back. No condoms. So, I mean, unfortunately, I just can't make the set priced competitively with Meeden, but I guess each one of my pastels will last longer, and if there's a color you really like, you can get it on its own. Absolutely not pickles. So I'm sorry I can't make the price in the range that I would like it to be. I mean, I would have to make the pastels half the size. Young, dumb, and Republican. But there wasn't, like, I'm also at the subject of the molds I can get my hands on. And I'm not going to make, like, fucking squares, like ice cubes. Those seemed like shapes that would work. And the other ones are too long. So that provided its own set of issues, because those would just break all the fucking time. So this is what I came up with, everybody. Too long and thin. So, and I don't have fancy boxes for them. I'm gonna put them all together, and I'm gonna wrap them up in parchment paper, and it's gonna be just a big block that they're gonna ship in. So I don't have fancy packaging, everybody. But those pastels will blow your dick off. The pastels regrow your dick and then blow it off every time. Idea. I think so. Pickles. Like hi, Snark. We're talking about my pastels, Jan. I'm up to my assholes in pastel making. Yes, it's canonical. I have 3 assholes, Dio. Gotcha, Jan. With a half-life, that's true. But thankfully the mixing has been easier, just not some of the results I've expected. But hopefully, I'm trying to keep track of it while I'm doing it to make adjustments, because some of them aren't as bright as I expected with the mixtures, because man, is phthalo blue so fucking strong. But you know, I'm trying to make sure everything is like solidly unique and practical, while also being people, like, you know, pleasing to people who just like saturated colors, you know? White, white, yellow, blue, blue, red, red. Is that everything? White, white, yellow, blue, blue, red, red, brown, yeah. Okay. So get yours not today because they're not available, but soon. They're going to be around $72 to $75 for the set, and they're probably going to be $2 a stick. How much are the dick sticks? I think I have to charge $2 for an individual, and then on the set, it's probably going to be around $1.50 on average per stick, to maybe up to $1.60. And that's me with charging very little for my time. Snare Kid has the smallest particle size, and it's an incredible color. It's just incredibly strong. No, these are the oily kind, Stoic. The chalky kind I will probably get around to. But there's more research that to be done on what would be my plan of attack for chalky kind. Phthalo is so pretty. Well, just so you know, there's like 4 different kinds of phthalo, like phthalo blues alone, by the way. Just so you're aware. Uncut. We don't mutilate our dick sticks. Well, it depends, Pickles. See, here's one point of thing I'm unsure about on the chalk. Are the chalk ones meant to be mixed, and you do less colors? Do you get what I'm saying, Pickles? Right? Do they mix well, and so do I need to do less variation? So then I might not need as much space. Or the thing that I'm concerned about. Oh my god! What I'm concerned about with the chalk pastels is I think the process requires water. And I believe it takes time to dry and compress the water out of the sticks while forming them. And I don't know if I am capable of that process with my current resources. That's the problem. Well, Snarek, did you check out my mixing vids? You check out my mixing vids on my YouTube? Yeah, thank you, Sal. There's a playlist, and yeah, I think it's in the feature too. There's a playlist for color mixing for anybody who wants there. It makes it, if you want to learn how to mix any colors with a simple palette, that's all you need. We should do a color mixing stream soon, huh? Anybody interested in another color mixing stream? Color mixing, color theory stream? Thank you, Yambri. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube, please do. We haven't done a color mixing stream in a while. For everything that you need to know about color mixing. And maybe we'll end that stream with a abstract black spot to use all the paint that I brought out. Snarek, I'm going to be perfectly honest to you. I really advise to not really go onto opinion based on color theory or color strategy. Because I don't think you'll ever really be set. I mean, if you're watching it for fun, but I would not take them as advisement to learn, especially early on. Oh, thank you, Pickles. I will check that out. Hi, Mud. So yes, so Snarek, if we're talking about foundational skills, right? Being able to understand how to mix a color is very important, right? So understanding oh, these three colors go well together is kind of pointless if you can't mix them, right? So if you enjoy them, by all means, if you enjoy them, please watch them, right? But people go down a lot of avenues and become very dogmatic, I think is what what I'm trying to say here is understand that learning is taking a step up in skill in understanding certain foundational things. And going up 10 steps to this point when you don't know the foundational steps before it is not beneficial to you. Not to say that you have to do them in order, but understand that this skill is reliant on some of these other steps. Okay? And why why do it's that really tropish saying from Bruce Lee. It's I don't fear the man who knows 10,000 different kicks. I know the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times, right? That type of bullshit. Where it's just understand that when you see people paint and mix a color, see a color and apply it, it's because they've done it so many times. And it wasn't because they jumped into getting a 3-color palette and mixing every color in their fucking palette with yellow ochre for some goddamn reason to make a YouTube video, Yeah, that's a fine analogy for it, right? I get that sentiment a lot, Pickles. Welcome back, Sashi. Welcome back, Aka Umabashi. Aka Umabashi, everybody. Sashi legally changed her name to Aka Umabashi. So yeah, if I would implore, skill progression is, early on, it's just important to really understand how you mix colors. And you'd be surprised how much that informs your palette choices. Your new legal name is Aka Umabashi. Legally now. I saw the paperwork. Wait, Sashi's becoming Noob Saibot? Sashi, I didn't know you were becoming Noob Saibot. That's a Mortal Kombat character. Literal name is Noob. Noob Saibot. I believe Saibot. Finish him. Hi, Silver. Well, no, that's E Honda, Stoic. You can't copy E Honda. Yeah, I was never really into fighting games. The one I probably played the most was Street Fighter 2 for Super Nintendo. I loved Blanca. I hated that fucker who could stretch out their arms really far. I've heard that they're making another Street Fighter movie. I played Killer Instinct. I had that for Super Nintendo as well. But I played Street Fighter 2 more. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. Chun-Li's great. Soul Calibur and Dreamcast. I never had a Dreamcast. However, we had this really cool store by me for like 2 years when I was in 3rd grade and 4th grade, where it was like a skateboard store, but it also had these like TVs where you could just play a game for like a couple hours. I love that fucking place. I'd beg my parents to let me go whenever they like be willing to give me like the $10 for it. So I'd play the Dreamcast game where you shot the screen. What was it called? It was like the arcade one, but made for Dreamcast. I had GameCube, loved GameCube. No, not House of the Dead. It was the one with like Time in the name. It was like with the two kind of Street Fighter looking guys, like Ryu and Ken. You had the gun? Nice. But that store had the gun. Time Crisis, thank you. Time Crisis is correct. So I'd go there and play Time Crisis on Dreamcast. Loved it. Time Crisis was also awesome because they had the guns that would like move in the arcade. That shit was awesome. I mean, I miss... One of my most fun video game memories is I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas. My family did. Got the Nintendo 64 the first Christmas after it came out. And I remember the first night playing Super Mario 64 and being like, holy shit, this is awesome. And I don't know, Nintendo 64 was so special when it came out. Our horror game, whenever we're finished with it. I didn't even know you were making a horror game. Hi, Richards. I know of Contra. I never played it, Richards. So you're making a horror game? I'll play it, Sashi. Of course I'll play it. No, good, Cheesy. I hope it goes well. I will definitely play it. And I will definitely not make a copy of the game to release the day before yours. I definitely won't do that. Are you odorous? Well, I'm full of gas and sass. Yeah, Sashi, let us know if we can like wish list or anything like that. Any way we can help out. Sass, gas, and out to ass. True. All right. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. Yeah, of course. I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be free, gotta be me, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me, why don't you like me? Walk out the door. Gave me Pow Kitty emulator for my birthday. I've been playing a ton of Bubble Bubble and Wizard. No, I don't even know any of those games. Well, Maddie, I'll have to be murdered first. I'll have to be murdered first. Unless one of you wins the lottery and to save yourself taxes, you buy my paintings for $1 million. Sashi, all you have to do is buy my paintings, murder me, and then sell them for $1 billion. Well, this was a piggy bank, so no. I would actually fight that in court on principle. Murder. Jan, this would benefit you too. If you get Sashi to murder me, Jan, then all the paintings you own of mine are going to skyrocket. Well, all I see is people not realizing the financial opportunities they have in front of them. It is an investment. If you don't own any of my paintings right now, you're messing up because Jan is going to murder me at any moment now. Jan is he's just boiling with rage. Every moment his paintings aren't going up in value is another moment that he's just getting angrier. That's why we call him Maniac Jan. You dickhead. Oh, that would work, Odorous. Yeah, you could try. Just send me drugs. Yeah, that could work. Maybe next year. Damien Hirst. Yeah. Did Damien Hirst do collaborations with other artists? Yeah, I mean, I might OD on marijuana. You need to do some Charlie Kirk paintings first. That's true, Richards. Or you know what, everybody? I've been thinking about this for a while, everybody. We're going to be transitioning to doing paintings of Jesus. And because I'm getting divine revelation, everybody, I'm getting the images in my head of Jesus. Looks a lot like Charlie Kirk. Did he, Omizu? No shit. I'll have to look into that, Jan. I'm a crazy marijuana head, Sashi. Okay. Everybody, I'm getting divine revelation of pictures of Jesus. This is going to be a Jesus portrait channel from now on. They look a lot like they look a shocking amount like Charlie Kirk. So get yours today. Get yours today. Divine revelation, everybody. Oh my God! I know. I'm a prophet. I just found out, everybody, I'm a prophet. That's true, Odorous. Who would have thought little old me would become a prophet? Now, all these paintings are going to cost millions of dollars, of course, because yes, obviously I'm getting the word from the Lord. Okay? right? God's talking to me while he's having breakfast at Shoney's, and like, yeah, you need to paint Jesus Charlie Kirk. It really does, doesn't it, Sashi? I also found out that God really loves Shoney's. That implies that I'm not already Kenneth Copeland stoic. You all need to pay for my airplanes, okay? God has told me that you all need to buy me my third airplane. All right? For my prosperity, not yours. Because I am that holy. Are you all not getting this? And yeah, I need a new Rolex too. All right. Hi, Blink Dog. I've gotten divine revelation, Blink Dog. So this channel is going to be pretty strictly just drawing portraits of Jesus, and because those are the images God's sending me, and apparently it looks a lot like Charlie Kirk. A lot like Charlie Kirk. But that's divine revelation for you, everybody. It really did, didn't it, Sashi? Oh, God. Yeah, Stoic, it could be a lot of different poisonings. I know, Blink Dog, but God's telling me that that's wrong. God has told me that it's Charlie Kirk. He also told me that you all need to buy me an airplane. Okay? That just has to happen. And you need to pay for the upkeep. And the taxes. All right? Oh, yeah. Very, very pale, almost brilliantly white skin. Definitely not a Middle Eastern man. Nope, Sashi, it has to be a Boeing 747. Sorry. No, Sashi, it has to be a Boeing 737. Okay, that's what God's telling me. It has to be a Boeing 737. All right? I hope somebody gets why that's funny. There we go. No. God said I won't die from it. .737s were the Boeings that have been crashing a lot recently. Sounds good, Richards. Enjoy your dinner. All right, so everybody start pooling the money, all right? I need that plane before Thanksgiving, which the whole world celebrates, including Jesus Charlie Kirk. So, how was everybody's NFL football Sundays? I know you all were just glued to the tube watching your foosballs. I don't know if doing the black around the nailing down these silhouettes was the best thing to do initially, but yeah, I know you were all glued to the TVs, the tubes. Never heard of it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. You can be brown, baby. I can be hurtful, I can be purple, I can be anything you want. Gotta be free, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Keep it down. I don't know. I always feel like such a wiener at these points with when I do stuff with reflections, because I always try and go blue, and then it just never. That just always just looks blue. So now I'm thinking because of that red, it needs to be warmer. Stop cock. I will always cock it up. How dare you? But this is a tough part of seeing color, because when you see the bright spots, it really fucks. When I talk about the illusion of color, when you have bright spots around, boy, can it really fuck with your seeing color accurately. Because usually you'll see the darks as too dark, or the lights as too light. Know what I'm saying, everybody? So like there's like these little feetsy. Well, it's not even that about moving around. It's about the actual color, Odorous, right? Because it's like, since the brights are so intense, right? There's so much contrast. How do you properly identify it and get the similar effect? Right? Because I think I hit decent realism up here in this region, right? The bottom needs work, but nonetheless, like, but it has to look right relational to that as well. It does. I agree. I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything. All right, so let's start working on this dag. Gonna be free, gonna be me, gonna be everything more. So that back leg, I think, is a bit chunkier. So we got to make a neutral. Just very, very neutral. What we call in the biz gray. But if anything, leans slightly warm. Did I put white? Did I just grab titanium white? The question is, how bright is that? Let's add a little bit more black to this. See how this works for now. I see some areas that look okay, too bright. Way too fucking bright. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Have you ever been to Funky Town? It's a silly place. Okay, mix your paints, everybody.
Fire the nuclear weapon!
Oh my god, hooray! Lizzie. You son of a bitch.
Wow, wow, wow.
Thank you, Amy. Oh, this guy. Shut up, Garmin. Release the Lizzie files. Release the Amy files. We're going to do it live on stream, everybody. We are going to release the Amy and Lizzie files today. You can't stop it. Welcome in, Garg. Live and uncensored. Nope. I made sure there was no redactions. I have seen some of the Amy and Lizzie files, and it is shocking. It is shocking what's in there. Good, Garg. See, Garg's with... See that, Lizzie? Garg wants the files released. We are going to release those files. Garg, post your links, please, because I'm sure nobody here, is familiar with your stream. It is. In this case, it is Pickles. I don't know. I don't know what's your connection to Bohemian Grove, Lizzie? Huh? What's your connection to the Skull and Crossbones Club at Yale? Goddamn right, Salt. What's your connection, Lizzie? Thank you. Everybody, go follow Garg. I've been following Garg for at least 20 seconds now. So should you. Thank you, Garg. That's what somebody with Skull and Crossbones would say. Lizzie, are you one of the lizard people? Are you? How do we know it's all not an act, huh? How do we know it's not all an act, Lizzie? What are you hiding? I bet, Odorous. Well, how do we know you weren't assigned to that area? How do we know? And how do we know you already haven't had those words? I heard you were looking to transfer to Toronto. Maybe Lizzie is this. Is that what we're gonna find in the files, Lizzie, that you are all the Japanese businessmen? Are you the Japanese businessmen? I knew it. I knew that's why when I bear hugged you and lifted you up, your second set of arms and your legs stayed on the ground. I should have known it then. 3. It's just because you don't care enough, Lizzie. It's all mental. Penis size is all mental. Why do you think incels have such small wieners? That is true. Garg, I ragdolled you well, when you were here last time. You had no chance. Oh, good. How you doing, Mud? Mud, so you, you're not streaming on Thanksgiving, right, Mud? That's not dark enough, huh? Okay, can't see you. So everybody, there is a chance I do stream on Thanksgiving. But it would be plein air. Plein air, and maybe most likely at night. I actually think I have a spot I could be safe at night by my parents, where I won't get harassed by hooligans. And that would be my brother's backyard. That's only a possibility. Harassed by hooligans. Planar pastels odorous at night. I have a light. I have a light that runs on battery. Well, the only hooligans that I think will show up would either be my brother, his wife, or two kids. And I'm gonna go Monet on all your asses. Or Van Gogh. I'm gonna go Starry Night on all your asses. Yep. And I'm going to charge $1 billion for that pastel. I do have pastels listed on my Ko-Fi, everybody, for $55 and free shipping in the United States. Actually, I think I have free shipping pretty much everywhere. I don't know. It's not going to make a lot of money. Oh, fuck you, nihilist. This is the best place you could have rated. I know I'm hilarious. Thank you. I'm like the Steve Urkel of Art Twitch. Purple. You're good. Are you getting possessive of your hatred, Maddie? Is that what I'm seeing from you? Fair enough. All right. So Pickles, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? You having the whole family over for Thanksgiving? Well, Maddie is not an arch nemesis at the moment. No, Canada is going to be the 51st state, Salt. So Canada is legally required to celebrate American Thanksgiving now too, as the 51st state. Yes, America, exactly. Exactly, Lizzie. Archimedicus. What? What, Pickles? You're telling me you don't think Canada is going to be the 51st state? Oh my god! I thought that was Pickles at first, Maddie. I thought I broke Pickles. Listen, you're telling me you don't want to lose your health care and get buried in tariffs and have massive inflation, and you're telling me you don't want to discriminate against LGBTQ plus people? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me you don't want to ban books? Ridiculous. Did I just do titanium white twice here? Was that lead white? Did I do lead white? I did lead white first. Because this just sounds preposterous to me. Oh, I'm sorry, Pickle. I'm sorry. All right, Pickles. I officially I retract my statements. I said it because I was young and I needed the money. That's true. I probably should double or triple down on it, shouldn't I? Stall. So wait, saying I'm wrong is yeah, that's too left wing of me, isn't it? Understanding that I'm not perfect or exceptional. I didn't have you join this stream to lie to me, crack. Oh my god. How dare you? I'm sorry, Pickles. I'm sorry. Frankly, it was Maddie's fault. It was Maddie's fault I said those things. No, you don't. I don't get how you could hate it here, Maddie. You're a moderator here. This is not why. I couldn't believe you lied to your viewers like that, Crack. I just couldn't believe it. How easily you just lie. Unrepentantly. I would never lie to my viewers. In fact, I've never lied to my viewers. Not once. No. You're making a big withdrawal from the bank of lies, Crack. That saturation is not, it's not doing me favors here on the camera. Well, unfortunately, Maddie's a liar and a vagabond. A ne'er-do-well. Thank you, Salt. Thank you. That's why you're a mod as well. Well, let's just say everybody who watches the stream largely antagonizes me and hates me. Okay. Let's just say that that's the case. Okay. So I wouldn't even say a rogue agent of chaos. I would just say pure evil. Let's see how this looks. It's always lies with you, huh, Crack? It's always just lies. Unbelievable. There you go, okay. Alright. They understood that they were telling a lie. I could be blue, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. I could be hurtful, I could be purple, I could be anything you like. Gotta be free. God, what is that color? Fucking reflections. Greens. Do I do any greens here? Greens would be pretty hardcore. I give nobody crap. I am nothing but kind. I'm the nicest person you all know. Whew. I'm surprised that wasn't allowed yet. Yeah. What's the lie? Who agrees with me that 98% of art Twitch are perverts? Are ragged perverts? And if you disagree, name the non-perverts. Beat Easel's a pervert. Definitely. Amy Jo's one of the single biggest perverts I've ever met. You're telling me perverts can't be angels, Crack? So you're telling me so you're saying that being a pervert is a negative thing? No. Nope. Not true. Amy Jo is not. Amy Jo's an angel, but they are not innocent. If they were here right now, they would tell you that. Oh my God, what a coincidence. Well, that's part of the pervert powers. They can be summoned. I gotta fix this because it's looking too purple than what I painted. Why are you crying, Amy? I gotta turn the saturation down. Maybe turn the contrast slightly down. Let's Did Anthony cause the brain stuff? Lay that down, but I can't see it very well. Dia, get your goons, the gooners. Son of a bitch! It was not me. I love Amy. How dare you? How dare you? Gotta be free, gotta be mean, gotta be everything more. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Walk out the door. Ooh. Ka-ching. Wait, no. This is the one right here. So now that, goddamn, is it a slightly blue neutral? Why? But that's what I have here. These colors, yo. Oh my god! JQ! JQ! Bastard! Okay, Pickles, you can't defend them. You've done everything wrong. Lizzie's done everything wrong. You gotta be free. You gotta be everything wrong. Wonder how dark this might look. Let's see. Why don't you like me? Oh my god! You sick fuck! You too? Another sociopath? Oh my god. Why do so many sociopaths watch my stream? I'm not a sociopath, but I'm not an artist. I'm a fartist.
Wink!
Blink. Oh, I gotta add more sounds. God damn it. There's a few sounds I need to add that I've been planning on. Do I seem like a crazy person? What are you implying, Crack? Do I seem like a crazy person? Because I'll tell you that I am perfectly sane. Perfectly sane. God damn it, Blink Dog. God damn it. Hi, Drew Holt. Drew Holt. Shooby-doo ba ba, skee da da, bwah bwah. Shoo-da da ba. I'll make this too blue. Maybe not. That seems too bright. Blue for ba-da-ba-da. That forehead needs to be a little bit darker. Maybe that needs to be a little bit oranger. Maybe that's too much. Oops. I feel like that needs to be just more, have more red in it. You know what I'm saying, everybody? This area that I'm looking at and not pointing to. Just read my mind. Why aren't you all reading my mind? Oh God, do you? Shit. Wait, have you seen the Badley files? Have you seen the Badley files? Because they don't exist, but they might. No, those don't exist. Those don't exist. Pickles, I have never told a lie. They don't exist. I assure everyone here. No, my name's Badley. My Christian name is Badley, not Jeffrey. How dare. Fucking shit. Balls. Cock. Cax. Cax. Double cax. Thank you, bud. But I've been watching some like documentary, like little shorts on YouTube about sumo wrestlers. I watched one on Hakuho and this other previous Yokozuna who people didn't like because he like kind of celebrated his wins. He wasn't like stoic. He retired, Mud, right when Hakuho was really coming into form. So no, the Mud, the greatest sumo wrestler of all time, just retired in 2023, and he was Hakuho, not Hakuoho. Hakuoho is like a young guy who's really young. You know, he's like, people have really big hopes for him, but Hakuho is considered, like, basically, a lot of people consider him the best of all time. And he retired in 2023. He's Mongolian. Or at least, like, unfortunately, in the modern times, we just missed him. But there was a guy like, because also, but I think like the names are passed down because I think Hakuho has some connection to Hokuho, whether it be the stable or something, you know, blah blah blah. But Hokuho recently got like removed from a stable because they said hazing stuff or whatever, or like they gave him like, apparently they were really hard on him. Yeah, definitely that. But with a Hokuho stable, he's like no longer a stable master. Yeah, and a lot of people think that like they were way too hard on him because they said like for him to become a stable master again, he had to work under like a rival, like be a rival subordinate at like another stable. But apparently he wasn't very liked in the JSA. Well, so that was, Hakuho was stoic. It was the guy before him. Yokozuna, I think it started with an F. But he would like look happy and like just like, literally just like, you know, compared to America, it's just extremely mild. But for them, it's just like, oh, this guy's a humongous asshole. Yeah. And, but he won, like, the guy who I'm talking about won, like, 23 tournaments. Mud, do you know how many Hakuho won, by chance? He has the record, and I believe it's 48. 48 of those fucking tournaments. And I think he retired when he was 36, so it's not like he stayed, like I believe the tournament he retired on, Mud, he won. Also. Like, he had more in the tank. I could be wrong on that, but I believe... you know, that's part of this. Yeah, I bet. I saw one where it's like how many of them are on a, what are those things you fucking wear when you sleep? What are those called? CPAPs, thank you. Apparently, like, a vast majority of sumos need CPAPs. Rikishi, sorry. My apologies. Rikishi. You better have been pushing up your glasses. All right, Mud, what's the actual term? What is sumo short for? Nerd off. Sumotori. But I'm not good with a lot of the other terminology. Like, I forget what the belts are called. Thongs. I think Omawashi. Mowashi. I did look up at the ranks, Mud. How many different ranks are in Group 1? Oh, I didn't know that. How many rankings are just within Group 1? Or, no, it's 5. It's 5. Can I name them? No. I can name Yokozuna and the top one Ozeki. Or Oseki. Who, but that's the thing, Ionishiki, is supposedly going to be promoted to the ranking right below, I should say, right below Yokozuna. As he should, based on his fucking results. But so also getting promoted to Yokozuna is not just like the winning 2 consecutive tournaments. A lot of people consider that to be like a mandatory achievement, but theoretically you don't need it. They'd be like, oh yeah, this guy's a fucking Yokozuna. Yeah. But if Ionishiki, like, keeps on going at this rate, I mean, if he wins the next one, he should be a Yokozuna. But I think he has to beat, the other Yokozuna. I think he has to do better against that guy. I always forget his name. Or is it Kota Zakura? Yeah, no, it's Kota Zakura. Yeah. Koto. He's beaten Hoshi Ryu like 4 times now. He's 4-0 against him. This is fucking amazing. Oh, he's the other Ozeki? Okay. Who's the other Yokozuna? It's Hosho Ryu. And what's the other guy's name? Who had to drop out because of injury? I keep on forgetting that fucker's name. I do think if he didn't get hurt, though, he would have won. It didn't seem like Ionishiki could, like, beat him reliably. Onosato, yeah, that's it. I don't think Ionishiki can beat Onosato if Onosato is healthy. Yet. At least in the last tournament. We'll see what happens in 2 months. I do like Hosho Ryu. I'm just gonna call him Hosh. I do like Hosh, too. Yeah, he's got a mischievous look to him, which I appreciate. He's like, he seems like a jovial person. Yeah, exactly. But I'm surprised, like, he can beat everybody, but he has problems with Ionishiki. Well, everybody has problems with Ionishiki, but, like, every match I've seen of those two, like, because I saw the replays, just haven't been close. Very interesting. So everybody, for the next painting competition, I'm trying to get the same sponsors that the sumo tournaments get. So the winner will get like a year's supply of beer and gas. And
Move this man!
I'll look more into it, Mud. So like, you know, a full cow, year supply of beer, a year supply of gas, a bunch of strawberries, chicken, a lot of mushrooms. But we just got to get them to sponsor our perverted painting competitions, everybody. So contact your local congressman and the JSA to see if they could hook us up. All right? Congressperson, I should say. Congressperson. I do love the irony that one of their prizes is a year of gas, but they can't drive. It's so funny. But it would have to go to the stable, right? Because like I'd imagine a lot of their prizes just have to go straight to the stable, right? Like all the food, it's just like, yeah, I'm just going to donate this food to the stable. I mean, I imagine it's part of like the agreement, right? Yeah, it would have to be, right? Basically, like, it's legitimately probably like 3 to 6 months of food for the entire stable. Oh my god! Schmucklefucker. A lot of murders today. All of you have the bloodlust. Is my weather supposed to be clear tomorrow? What is my weather like? Cloudy and snowy. Or partly cloudy and snowy tomorrow. Damn it, it's been cloudy for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. That goddamn witch who cursed me. Maybe it was a new curse. How you doing, Ted? I want to do plein air. I've been doing a lot of plein air recently, but the weather for like the past week and a half has just been cloudy. I can't, like, you know, I don't have proper lighting. What's new, Todd? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, that's good, Todd. Are you working on Thanksgiving? I hope you get to spend some time with your family, if you know, even if you are working. Are you getting time and a half and time and like 1.5 pay this week or something? So 2.25 normal. Well, I imagine, so, hold on, 7:30 to 15 is 3, so 4.5, so that's only 7 hours? Or is that 7.5 hours? So you're getting 27, so you're getting almost 3 times? Are you getting triple time? That's more than triple. It's 3.5 times. But are they giving like bonus pay for holidays or anything? Like if you're working on Thanksgiving, aren't you getting like bonus pay just for a holiday? One and a half? Okay. Well, 24 hours of overtime, it's just time and a half, right? I imagine, when you get just regular overtime. Yeah. Are we ready for the big moment, everybody? We ready for the big moment? See if this works. Good. Make sure, is everybody sitting down? Is everybody sitting down? Mix our color first. It's just half yellow, essentially half white. Titanium white, and maybe a little bit heavier on the titanium white. And then a touch of lead, because titanium white is shit. Oh, brush is a little dirty. Because titanium white is shit. Archivally. Little juice. A little bit more tit. Okay. So we'll start off up here. Okay. Okay. Doesn't look off. Boop. All right, I'll say boop. 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 Feel like I'm missing some colors though. Let's see, let's get the other ones in here. Boop. Boop. That's not the same color. Boop. Skidilapa. Boop. One more. If I could fart right now, I would fart while I'm doing this one. It'd be very funny. Well, I told you, Mud, that all my streams are now going to be scat-based streams. So, yes.
The space between the button balls.
I need to juice some of those. It's because I don't have one in the chamber, Maddie. So I'm not locked and loaded. Jeez. Good. Oh, do you? You're a little brighter than that, huh? Stronger blue there. Nope. That's a different bright. There's one right there. These like bluish ones. That's a bluish one down there. Bluish one up here. Are we getting the effect that we want, everybody? Hi, Bebop. Bebop. Yeah. Welcome in. You're doing great. Oh, that puts me totally at ease. Oh my god. Just not be a candy ass jabroni and go for it, right? Very Christmas thing. But am I being a candy ass jabroni? So that's like a brown, something like that. Just ruin all this color right here. Okay. Just because I have a great ass and I go by candy ass when I strip. I made some stuff a little bit too dark. And maybe a little bit too blue. What's the owl about? Why are you saying owl? Oh, sorry. That was Maddie's fault. That was not me that time.
Chat, I hate it here.
Why is there always thunder and rain when I join? Because I have a black cloud that follows me around, Bebop. You do not hate it here. You're just stuck here. God. There's a difference. That's too dark. Well, that's fair. You should. So, Bebop, I was cursed by a witch. So I have a black cloud that follows me around. I'm the Eeyore of Northern Illinois. Let's get you. Let's make it. Oh, sorry, Mike. Maybe a smattering of lead white. Sorry, Stoic. That's true. The clouds are created from partly created from my intense sweat. Oh, let me wash my hands. Oh, that last hour just flew by. It is nice. I haven't been painting a lot recently, and it's nice to kind of get back into it a bit. My whole life has been pastels and random shit. Elbow's been doing better. I am now of the opinion that my elbow and shoulder pain is being aggravated by how I sleep in my bed, and more so by the bed itself. I think the bed is too soft for me. So I've been actively avoiding sleeping on my... I like lean on my elbow and shoulder while I sleep. And I've always done it my entire life. That's why I think the bed has something to do with it. 42 Arthur Philip Dent 42. A three-bagger. We gotta pump those numbers up, baby. A cushy coffin. You can find him. But so my elbow's been doing better as I've made a conscious effort to avoid sleeping in ways that I think aggravate it. But maybe I'm also being conned by the just time passing. But I still have like some of the elbow weakness. Cushy Coffin? That's a good stripping name, Yam. It probably would help. But it'd be a lot more uncomfortable. Blew his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. Yeah, what are those fucking called? Well, Japanese too do that as well.
I fart in your general direction.
Oh, fuck you, Fugu. I mean, if I could afford it, I would probably go to a doctor for it, Oxford. But it's also not getting worse at the moment, so I suspect I might have strained like a tendon or ligament. God damn it. Sorry about the mic, everybody. This is America. Well, no, we gotta live through our ailments and pain and die early, Mud. What am I missing? Mud, you know the deal when you chose to live here? You knew the deal. So you can't complain about it, all right? Nor can we make an effort to make things better. God. It just always has to be like this. Rub some that was my wrestling coach's motto, Yambare. Rub some dirt on it. But you know what, guys? It's all about having choice, okay? What the Republicans want us to choose and pay out the ass for all of our health care. What's wrong with that, everybody? You can't tell me that you disagree with that. Surrounded by commies. Could you imagine the lines, everybody? Well, insurance is the reason why the whole system is fucked, Richards. Seriously, if I had any serious influence in politics, I would literally push to abolish insurance from health insurance in its entirety. If I had any serious, like, if the Democrats have a serious mandate, right, to do stuff after this horrible thing, I would obviously want to make all United States land states, like the Virgin Islands, Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, Washington, D.C. It's crazy that doesn't get brought up more with how, like, ass backwards it is that we have people who don't have representation. Crazy. and evil, mind you. And then probably the second thing would be to make insurance illegal. Or just, obviously they couldn't do that, but if it was up to me. But obviously how they do it is they introduce a single payer system that is outside of insurance, and that would ultimately force the insurance companies to change quite a bit. Yes, but that, Richard's, like, we could never actually do that, right? Unless the prices became that outrageous, or there was an alternative. Like, I'm shocked that there isn't a serious, like, chain of hospitals that go around insurance, right? By now. But, because, everybody, the free market solves everything. All right, everybody? We all know this, okay? The free market solves everything. We all know this. Actually, pretty soon, Jake. I was thinking about that the other day. I actually have some things to talk to you about. What you want it on the same size as the cat? And I forget the cat's name. Or do you want a different size? You just work this out right now. Same as our cat, 20 by 16? Okay. Then I'll be doing it soon. Leonard? Okay. I just got very busy with doing some other projects. But I'll let you know when we're doing it. Well, it's because they get access to things that normal people don't, Oxford. That's the reality of it. And the execs literally get to choose who lives and who dies. Insurance is just the acceptance of social murder, everybody. Just letting you know, the existence of insurance is the agreement that social murder is allowed. Straight up. Which is kind of like, in principle, one of the worst things a society could adopt. Long live Luigi. True. True. But you know what, everybody? Our healthcare, though, is just, the quality of it is so much better here, everybody, okay? So you don't have the right to complain. All right? Listen, we don't have month-long waiting times for most things. All right, everybody? So you all just need to stop complaining. All right? All of you are being a bit negative about our wonderful healthcare system. It's the best system. Fuck. Why not flourish? Oh, isn't that great, Richards? The system is so great here. Oh, fuck. I wanted to take a break. Alright, no breaks. All gas. All farts, no brakes, everybody. All farts, no brakes. Yeah, it's alright. It's my fault more than anything. Thank you, though. You said whoops. That's an implication. Have fun, Silver. Thanks for stopping by. Ooh, I should do that, Fox Girl. Who wants badly insurance, everybody? I assure you, you'll have no doctors close to you in network, okay? And it will only cost you $500 a week. Yeah. All right? It will only cost you $500 a week. But here's the thing. You'll know I'm running a scam, okay? So you'll feel better about this inherently, okay? You'll feel better about this. And we only take cash. You have to mail me cash. Exactly, Mud. See? You can trust me. Maddie, you'll hopefully, like, so I'm on the ACA right now, Maddie. And with the subsidies for dental and health insurance, I was paying $100 a month. Yes, but it's just significantly more expensive. So, Maddie, you'll probably be able to find one because you're also young. You'll probably be able to get one for probably around the similar price. It also depends on if they actually fucking re-up those subsidies. So it's still money, Maddie, but I think it will be manageable for you. I do apologize because it's not like the best answer, but you're talking to somebody who's on the ACA right now. And loving it. I'm not loving it. I hate our medical system. I know it's not easy, Maddie. But do not let your health insurance lapse. It literally will ruin your life if you get fucked. Yeah, we take Tim Hortons. We take minor league hockey tickets because that's practically Canadian money. We don't take maple syrup anymore because of how much fraud. how much fraud there is. Well, you know, you Canadians can't be trusted. Fox girl. You know this. Fox girl, if we did, I wouldn't be as cursed as nearly as much as I am. You know I have like currently like what, 87 curses from me? Let's just say I've been around a lot of witches during their dying breaths after they've been hit by a car. That might have been mine. Okay? Let's just say I've been cursed a lot. But if those witches weren't walking on the sidewalk so often, it would have been fine. We ain't got nobody to the side. What is our color? Let's brush. A little bit more blue. A little bit of that. Maybe a little bit more of the Zatarans. Then I just go and ruin it. Those marks seem to help a bit. That needs to go brighter. What would Mary Curie say? Why? I'll tell you what Mary Curie say. Why are there so many maniacs who don't believe in science anymore? That's what Mary Curie would say. Or, sorry, she would say, why are there people who think science is something a matter of belief? There we go. Fixed it. That's what Mary Curie would say. Also, everybody, make sure to turn in for next stream, because we are obviously going to talk a lot about the flat Earth and how everybody's lying to us. Okay, everybody, we're starting our flat Earth portion of streaming. We all know that the Earth is flat. Okay. Well, that's how I keep you. That's how I keep you here. Yeah. Oh, I mean, Maddie, I think that's happened about like 8 or 9 documented times. Well, Jake, as you know, as a fervent believer in the flat Earth as well, Jake, I know that you've been wanting the stream to talk about it for a while now, and it's just finally realized that it's time. Okay, so we are going to do live debates where I start making fun of people for not believing in the flat Earth without providing any evidence. Okay, that's just generally how they're going to go. Okay, but that will convince a vast majority of you. Oh wait, Jake said that, yeah. So everybody get ready for that. Start doing your flat Earth homework now. All right? Don't read physics books. Watch these YouTube videos, everybody, okay? These YouTube videos are undeniable. Okay? And also, everybody, make sure that you get the fluoride out of your water, okay? That's just for mass population control. All right, get the fluoride out of your water. Do you not care about how everybody's lying to us about the shape of the Earth? And next, you're going to tell me you don't think Bigfoot's an interdimensional being. Next, you're going to be telling me that. My heart. Good, Jake. I knew I could count on you. Well, if you didn't know, Foxgirl, there is actually a group of people who think Bigfoot's an alien and can change dimensions. And there are literally groups that believe that Bigfoot has a technology that doesn't allow it to be filmed or have proper photos taken of it. And since you're watching this stream, you are one of them because you would naturally agree with me because I'm streaming right now. So anybody who watches this, agrees with me. Obviously. You're all stuck here. Definitely, Jake. All right. Also, if you didn't know, the moon is hollow. The moon is hollow, everybody. Oh, you're Bigfoot? Okay. All right, well, that solves that. The moon is hollow, everybody. I thought you should know. No, but that's where we put all of the post World War II. That's where we sent all the German scientists. You have a lot of homework to do, Foxgirl. Jesus. We ain't get tools. There will be a quiz, but if you get 100% on the quiz, you will receive 1 trillion badly dollars. Oh my God, what a deal. 1 trillion badly dollars. It's my new cryptocurrency, everybody. Okay? Just put all of your life savings in it, okay? Just put all of your life savings in badly dollars. Okay? I'm not going to explain how it works. You don't need to know how it works, okay? But badly dollars are the future, okay? The United States is considering making it their main currency. Hi, Burger. The United States is currently considering to make it their #1 currency, replacing the dollar. So you should invest now. You should invest now, everybody. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Do I have a smaller bit? Is that a tiny brush? It's a tiny brush. Let's try something. All right, let's try something. Ooh, let's throw that right into the yellow. That's fine. Frida Kahlo sold her skeleton picture for... Well, she didn't sell it. Somebody else sold it, right? Well, Oxford, that's why you should buy my paintings. My paintings, everybody, are the best investment you can make right now. All right? Because inevitably, I am going to be killed by somebody. Most likely young. Okay? And knowing this, my paintings, within a few short years of my murder, will be worth billions of dollars. Easily. Okay? So why wait? You can get a badly made painting for like $400, everybody. Less than the cost of a cup of coffee for like 2 months, 3 months. You can get a badly made painting. You could take care of your entire family for generations. And doesn't that sound like a good investment? For less than the price of a cup of coffee for a few months. Yeah, it's a lot of money. I wonder. Are we getting the effect, everybody? Is this working? I'm asking so much because I'm unsure. And I'm very self-conscious. Very. Oh, nice. Oh, the dead sea bream. Oh, that's awesome. I have to say though, Mud, like the traditions are cool, but they do kind of annoy me. I don't necessarily like the stoic rule either. A dead sea bream. Oh my god. That's awesome. Good for him, though. I think he's going to be a Yokozuna, too. I think he's too popular, and if he just... I think there's no doubt he'll become a Yokozuna at this point. He's too good with this little experience. And he's a little bit undersized. I still think he has size to build. Like, if he gains another, like, 25 pounds. Yeah, as long as he stays healthy. Oh, is that what it is, Mud? I have to say, I don't think he wrestles. I don't think he wrestles in a way that's, like, that injury prone. Because what made him so good is how control he is of his body at all times. So he's not like flailing about or like taking hard falls a lot. Obviously, injury is always going to be a risk, though. But but like as far as like a lot of the frankly, the Yokozunas aren't. Well, I'd say Hosho is very in control. Like you just kind of get the feeling on a few of them that they just like are. It's like the guy, like, because frankly, Anishiki and Hosho seem a little undersized, if anything. But I think it's because how they wrestle means that they have to do things that are inherently less aggressive. Because they have to react more than anything. If that makes sense. So it's like... so fucking aggressive. It's amazing, like, because that really started to really come to it, Mud, when I watched like group 6 and 5 and 4, about how kind of like a lot of those guys kind of do nothing. Like a lot of those guys are just like, they don't hit as hard. It almost feels like they care less. Not saying that they do, but it's amazing how like less they slap the shit out of each other. Hi, Shasta. All right, fine. Around you, Shasta. I will hold up on the flat Earth content that everybody wants, just for you, Shasta. Just like, frankly, just so much more brutal. God. And, you know, I saw a few. I wonder if it's just courtesy to avoid the nose specifically. But there's no rule against it. Like, I think, I'm surprised that actually isn't a technique, but maybe it's because it's like, now, like, everyone's just agreed upon. It's like, hey, you know, if it happens, it happens, but we're not going to, like, tolerate a sumo that just goes out trying to break people's noses. Yeah. It can, but like sumo, I think the neck and face hits, Shasta, are more for disorientating than, because it like, those guys are really pushing through their hips. So I don't think like the face alone gets you much in sumo. Obviously, though, I think it benefits like a long-term strategy within the match itself. Because I've seen a lot of guys basically ignore fucking face shots and just keep on going, but you know that they're fucking hurting afterwards. When I was wrestling one time, I got headbutted in the eye at the beginning of the match, and it's a guy I beat before, but I lost to him because like I just couldn't like see, kept on blinking. It just like it fucking threw me off for the entire match. Yeah, because I will say, if it was that effective, I think, Shasta, I think it would be what everybody does, but I think the adrenaline of sumo can counteract some of those, like, face shots because, you know, it's just an all-out... But it is, to your point, though, it is something a lot of people do. A lot of people are, like, throat choppers and... You know, Mud, is that why you like sumo so much? Are you improving your throat chopping technique? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's why Mud likes it. Mud is honing their throat chopping technique. It's definitely a technique. No, yeah, it is. I can't disagree with that. My point is like I can't recall a match where somebody only like throat and face chop to get somebody out of a ring. It really is mud. Oh, completely agree, Shasta. Completely agree with that sentiment. But it is also a very common technique to at least lead off with it, you know? So, it's an awesome sport. The rolling cat attack. Yeah, but like, you know, I think that's literally what they train to do though, Mud. Because you can't really push them back with that technique, like, effectively. So I think they literally train them just like keep on, if they're aiming for your face, that you push through it. But boy, are you going to pay a fucking price. Oh my God, the day after. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, like Mud, I used to wrestle, and hell, even doing 2 matches a day, but there are times you do 3, sometimes 4 in a day, but those days are fucking miserable. And wrestling, wrestling is an exhausting sport as well, but they're doing it 15 days straight. Like, that's the thing. It's not like, yeah, if a tournament was you only had to do 4 matches, sure, do them in 2 days. Right? But 15 matches over 15 days with that risk? All right, are we there on this dog?
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Never, Maddie. Yeah, the guys who had some long matches, yeah. All right, final verdict on the dig. Does this dog need to be restarted? Do we have the showing? Is it Piapin? Piapin! Maybe one more. Big Piapin! I should probably make that one. Seems a little bit less to me right now. Hey Tommy, how you doing? Oh yeah, what's your news? Oh, I started airbrush today. Awesome. Airbrushing is fun. Make sure you wear something to stop you from breathing in the paint. All right, Tommy, get a respirator. You don't want to breathe that shit in. All right, Tommy? And also, if any of you are, you know, doing spray paint, please, God, wear a respirator. Don't eat it. Don't breathe it. Or else. Too red? Probably too red. Oh, that's just okay. Other side of the brush was hiding paint. Pretty good. Too much blue, maybe. Oh, whoa, where did the fucking white come from? The fuck? Son of a bitch. All right, we'll start the bidding for this painting. I know everybody's here to bid on this painting. Okay, I know. We'll start the bidding at a meager $100,000. That's a deal, everybody. All right, we'll start the bidding at $100,000. Okay, I see Maddie with her hand up. Maddie for 100,000. Do I see 200,000? 200,000. Anyone? 200. Okay, I see. All right, 200,000 from Richards. Okay, all right. Do I see 300,000? 300,000. Oh, is that Maddie again? Yep, Maddie again. Maddie again for 300,000, everybody. Do I see 400,000? $400,000. Well, you're going to hate it and be in a lot of debt soon. For my benefit. Do I see 4? Okay, that's Lizzie with 400,000. Okay, Lizzie with 400,000. Do I see 5? 500,000. Oh, Maddie. Maddie with 500,000. Wow, Maddie really wants this.
Move this man!
600,000 for Maddie? Oh my god.
I fart in your general direction.
Oh, fuck you. You just bought a painting for $600,000. This painting, mind you. I wouldn't shit on this painting. Actually, I like this painting. Shasta always thinking about the right things. If you are gonna shit on somebody's painting, everybody, do them the courtesy of making sure it's varnished. Fuck. Sorry about the mic. It's in a spot where it like really comes into the line of fire of my brushes. Oh, Mod, are you still there, by the way? Got a funny thing that I saw at a sumo thing. I'm gonna shit on your mic. Thank you, Shasta. I knew I could count on you. Well, does anybody know how sumo retirements go? It's actually a pretty, like, nice ceremony. But, how it works is, you know how sumos have that haircut, the top knot? Well, they let people come up. Yeah, exactly, Cody. No, they and hi, Cody. They cut off their top knot, and then people come up and take the scissors and cut a piece of it off, and they basically just have a line of like, you know, I don't know, 50 people who cut off a portion, and then somebody kind of special, you know, cuts off the last bit of it. But I watched something on Hakuho, who is considered, a lot of people consider to be the best sumo wrestler of all time. And in his retirement ceremony in 2023, they were charging around $10,000 for somebody to come up there and cut off a piece of his hair, right? And I don't know who got the money. I don't know if it was a charity thing or whatever. But there was somebody very interesting who came up there to cut off some of his hair. And if anybody can guess it, I'll give you... If you can guess the weird person I'm thinking of who cut off some of the greatest sumo wrestlers of all time hair, the one person I was very surprised by, I'll give you 20 oily points. 20 oily points. No Googling, thank you. Dennis Rodman, no. But it's kind of along those lines, Richard. It's kind of along those lines. They were not a professional athlete, though. That's not the link. Joe Biden, nope. Yambari. So in sumo retirement, people come up and cut off part of their hair, like their top knot, as part of the ceremony. And basically the best sumo of all time, or what a lot of people do, retired in 2023. And I watched some coverage of it, of this thing today, actually, because it just came on my YouTube feed. And somebody showed up to do it, because they could do it for just by paying money. And I was very surprised by this person. If you can guess who it was, I'll give you 20 oily points. Keanu Reeves? No. So who was the weird person that cut off, did a cut in Hakuho's hair? That's greatly surprised me. And I can only speculate onto why he got in that spot. Weird Al? Nope, not Weird Al. And I assure you, a vast majority of you know this person's name. Holy shit, Yambari, you're correct. It was Steven Seagal. Sorry, Blink Dog. The question was, there's the greatest sumo wrestler of all time retired in 2023, and like in part of his ceremony, they cut off part of his hair, and there was a really weird person, who participated, Steven Seagal. So the only connection I can think, well, Steven Seagal, he's like a con artist with his, he believes in that fake, like, martial arts shit, like the one that uses, like, energy and shit like that. But he claims to be Russian Mongolian. Yambari. All right, fine. You get a point for that, Blink Dog. Aikido, thank you, Richards. I couldn't remember it. Aikido is like this bullshit thing where it's like you use like the person's own force to stop them, blah, blah, blah. He's claimed to be like a master, like he claims to be one of the best blues guitarists. If you want a fun rabbit hole, look up the rabbit hole of Steven Seagal lies. It's hilarious. Anywho, but he claims to be Russian Mongolian, and that sumo wrestler is Mongolian. So that's the only, like, connection I can really think of. Outside of maybe he considers, like, himself to be, you know, that important in the martial arts world. But it was Steven Seagal. I don't know. I think Aikido is pretty much all fake, Richards. Well, you could always redeem your oilies.
Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome!
Oh my god, a trivia contest! Oh my god! Alright, who's in for trivia? We're basically done here. There's a couple things. Trivia! Act trivia! Alright. Oh my god, okay. First question. I don't think so, Richards. Alright, first question. What movie did Steven Seagal gain a majority of his fame for initially? So that Under Siege? Incorrect, sniping. Wait, did I remember the name of it, actually? I might have been thinking of the wrong name. This is not the name I'm thinking of. I think it is Marked for Death. Sorry, I had a brain diarrhea right now. I'm gonna verify Steven Seagal movie. You know what I was thinking of? I was for some reason thinking of Death Wish, but that was with what's his name? The old fucker from Death Wish. Oh, you are wrong, actually, Blink Dog. Well, Bruce Willis did the remake of Death Wish, Blink Dog. There was an original one with that really old muscular fucker. He did like 4 of them in like the 70s and 80s. Alright, we'll move past this one because I was thinking of the wrong thing. Steven Seagal's first major motion picture, according to Google, is Above the Law. Above the Law, everybody. Oh, we got... oh, fuck. We got ads. We're going to wait for ads. Charles Bronson, thank you. I wanted to say Bronson, but I couldn't remember the first name. Thank you for reminding me of that. Have you ever seen those? Those movies are wild. We're waiting for ads, everybody. Waiting for ads. It's raining pretty heavy out. You certainly are, Blink Dog. It's alright. Oh, fuck you, Bronto. Xavier.
Wow, wow, wow.
Fucker.
Thank you, Shasta. You're a fucker. King. Oh my god. Just turned into fucker o'clock. Wow, it's raining like a son of a bitch outside.
Quit playing with your dinghy.
Never. We're almost ready for more trivia. Act trivia.
Boo this man!
No! No! All right, back from meds. How you doing, King? Next question. Did you? In the second Friday the 13th movie, we see the first appearance as Jason as the killer. What was he wearing on his head? What was he wearing on his head in the second Friday the 13th? Cody's got it. It was a bag. It was a bag. Hockey mask was later, Shasta. First one, in the first time he appeared, he was like a survivalist in the woods. Hockey mask came later. The sack, yep. Cody gets it right. It's a good guess, though. It's a good guess, Shasta. Next question. Let's go with... I don't know if this is right, but I think this is right. Nope, King. Nope, no half points. It's all or nothing here. All right. What was, historically, what animal fur was preferred for watercolors? Mink? Nope. Watercolors. Watercolors. See, I wasn't sure if it was sable, but I also had another one in mind. Was squirrel not more popular, Shasta? I did use the word preferred, so I guess sable would probably be preferred over squirrel. Right, squirrel was a cheaper option. Is more preferred. Turtle. Nope, turtle. I only use turtle fur for merkins. Oh, I actually don't have water. You're shit out of luck. I haven't drinking water this entire time. I'll get you, though, at some point. I'll do it at some point. Next question. Shasta, you get a point. I don't think mink was used for paintbrushes. Sable, yeah. I use the word preferred. If I use common, it would have been squirrel. All right, next one. I actually haven't seen any brushes with mink, now that I think about it. Next question. What area of China does the premier boar bristle hair come from for paintbrushes? Is it province? Province? You are correct. Cody Chongqing. I believe it's Chonquing. I believe. Chongqing. You get a point. Next question. Let's go with... Everybody, I got terrible news. I got some terrible news. ICE kidnapped me and said they're going to be sending me to the oak forest in Syria. The oak forest in Syria, where I'm going to be banished. However, what pigment or paint should I make while I'm there? What pigment or paint should I make while I'm there? When I get exiled to the Syrian oak forest? I'm being exiled there, everybody. It's happening soon. ICE got me, everybody. Aramaean blue? Nope. Cerulean blue? Nope. Now, it's funny, I actually had to be more specific and add the elk forest. I couldn't just use Syria, because Syria also has another unique pigment. Shasta, that is correct. Kermes red comes from beetles that prefer from oak trees. I don't know if they're beetles, actually. They're bugs, though. Bugs that happen to be in Syrian trees. Just like cochineal with cactuses in South America. Also, apparently, Syria, I believe it is Syria, or Armenia. I think it's actually Armenian era. In Iron Man 2, Pepper tosses Tony his Iron Man briefcase. It was an earlier iteration of the suit and would have weighed easily 400 pounds. How'd she do it? Does Pepper even lift? Pepper's a known superhero. Next question. Let's go with... What capital city produces the greenest natural earth colors, aka umbers and ochres? What capital city produces the best natural green earth colors? San Marino? Incorrect. Historically. By the way, we're done painting. Yeah, we're done. I wonder what it is, Cody. Oh, there it is. Shasta's got it. Nicosia. It's spelled with a K, by the way. Nicosia, which is the capital, or Nicosia, capital of Cyprus. Very well-known pigment that is actually named Nicosia Green Earth. Yep. You can still get it from a few pigment providers can most likely get it. Natural Pigment sells it on their website. All right, guys, the craziest thing happened today, okay? You're spelled okay. I am. The craziest thing happened today, everybody. When ICE came by to kidnap me, they also brought some of the Statue of Liberty over Literally, the head of the Statue of Liberty is sitting right outside of my door. Like it's the goddamn Planet of the Apes. What pigment should I make? What pigment should I make? What historical pigment should I make, I should say. Absolutely not. I'm running chores. Prussian blue? Nope. Not Prussian blue. That's when I get my shipments in of ox blood, Richards. Maddie's correct. Verdigris. Verdigris was a pigment used for a long time. It's a pretty saturated green. Verdigris. Next question. Let's go with let's see. All right, everybody. So I was hallucinating this morning. Prior to the ice visit, everybody, I was hallucinating like crazy. And I swore I saw the Mad Hatter. And he had all this pigment on his hands. What pigment did the Mad Hatter have on his hands? Lead white is incorrect. I was in Guantanamo for a bit today. Lamp black? Nope. Rose madder? Nope. ICE took me to Guantanamo, and they shocked my balls for a bit and then sent me back. Then they said they were going to take me to, you know, the Syrian oak forest. I did Yambari. What pigment did the Mad Hatter have on their hands? When I was hallucinating. I don't know, Maddie. It's part of the question is to figure it out. Well, no, that wouldn't be correct, Shasta. Antimony, no. Sea anemone, no. Listen, I have to get creative with my questions, all right, everybody? And I find these questions enjoyable. Cinnabar is correct! Oh my god! I would have accepted Cinnabar or Vermilion. Why is that? The occupation that the Mad Hatter was regularly suffered mercury poisoning from something getting on their hands. The Mad Hatter had mercury poisoning. I forget the profession, but it required basically dipping their hands in a mercury solution. And it'd make them go crazy. So I was, you know, blah, 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 blah. Next question. I'm clever, everybody. I'm clever. Felting, that's it. Yeah, for hats, that's right. Yep. Sure, Maddie, you can take a point for that. I'll give you a point for that. You're the one who opened it up. Next question. Well, you got a point anyways. Let's go with... I gotta think of clever ways to ask stuff, too. Pebble. You are correct! Oh my god! Alright, let's go with... Oh! I got a new pervert trivia. I got a new pervert trivia, everybody. Alright, this question is in pervert trivia territory. As we've discussed before, Sylvester Stallone was into glass-bottom boats, where somebody sits under a glass table and another person poops on it. Called a glass-bottom boat, everybody. There is another celebrity who was supposedly into glass-bottom boats. Who was that celebrity? I'm going to give very few hints on this because I want you guys to guess, because guessing is funny. There's another one. Frank Stallone. Oh, that's such a funny guess. Jimmy Fallon, no. Yeah, give Jamboree a point for the Frank Stallone. Pee-wee, nope. Pee-wee was a jacker-offer at movie theaters, that's it. Pretty innocent. Frank Stallone is such a good guess. Oh, God, is that funny. I would agree with you, but it is not James Franco. I'll give one hint. This person is now deceased. And I'm sorry, Maddie, you probably don't know the name, but we'll see. Those are your hints. But I will say fairly recently deceased. Fairly recently. Betty White? No, Betty White was not into glass-bottom boats. Maddie, that's a good guess. John Wayne? Nope. Jim Varney? Nope. All right, I'll give you another hint. This person kind of looked like Jim Varney. This person kind of... Happy little shits. It wasn't Bob Ross. This person kind of looked like Jim Varney. I think it was... Within the last 10 years, for sure. Within the last 10 years, for sure, King. Jim Varney was Ernest. He was the voice of the Slinky Dog in Toy Story, the original one. Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest Goes to Camp. Ernest Goes to Jail. So, you know it's a man. Kind of looked like Jim Varney. Died within the last 10 years. It's not Bob Ross. Well, I mean, I could say this. Bob Ross is not the name who I heard this about. I'll give a couple minutes and I'll give another clue. Because I got a clue in my head. Burt Reynolds? Nope. Not Boyd Reynolds. Oh shit, wait. I just started this. D-wipe time. Sponsor me, D-wipes. I'm down to my second to last one in this. Oh my god, Mud. Oh my god. Oh, this is sick. Oh god, we're talking about... I'm D-wiping while talking about glass bottom boats. Oh my god, you guys are... You all disgust me. No, it's not Meatloaf or Robin Williams. Alright, your next hint is... Your next hint is Nico. Nico. Yep, Nico. Do you know, Shasta? Shasta, this is one that I think you might. Or did that give it away for you? Or... I'm curious about your reaction. Not a clue? Okay. Marlon Brando? Yambari, you are correct. Yambari is correct. Lou fucking Reed. I know, I love Lou Reed too, Yambari. He was. Lou Reed. Singer for the Velvet Underground. I love Lou Reed. I love Lou Reed too. One of my favorite albums of all time is called Transformer, which is a solo album of his. Nico was a collaborator with the Velvet Underground. Possibly into poops. He had a very fluid sexuality too. So he but there was speculation when he was even alive that he was into glass bottom boats. Apparently. But never confirmed. Alright, we'll do one more question. It was 2013? God, it was that long ago? God damn. I could have swore it was like 20... You know, I knew he was before Bourdain, but... He's kind of... But like, old Lou Reed was kind of like Jim Varney. Kind of. I know, time. Alright, next question. I have not seen that. Is that another like concert, like Berlin or was it Blue Mask? Berlin is very interesting. Wasn't a big fan of the album though. Okay, last question. What's a good last question? Interesting. Would you mind messaging me that just so I put it on my list? If you don't mind, Yambari. My list? All right. Okay. I think this is going to be a hard question for a lot of you. The question is... that's why I kind of worded it like that, King. Or I like the question because it's like I kept it loose so you could all just imagine like, well, maybe this person, you know, likes getting shit on while they're sitting, you know, on a glass table. All right. In what movie did Glenn Close play the First Lady of America, and their daughter was Natalie Portman? Star Wars? Nope. Planet of the Apes, nope. Iron Man 3, nope. Okay, that's fair enough. That's a fine strategy. Mommy Dearest, nope. Deep Blue Sea, no. I like how that's at the forefront of your random movie guessing. All right, your first clue is neither of those Glenn Close nor Natalie Portman were even close to top billing in this film. Chicken Run, nope. Neither of them were close to top billing in this film. Mud, you know this film. You do know this film, Mud. But have a good night, Mud. Nini. I'm gonna message it to you once I get to Discord. Nini, Mud. The original question is, in what movie did Glenn Close play the First Lady of America and her daughter was Natalie Portman? Nope. Incorrect, Pickles. Anyway. All right, your next clue is... Oh, there it is. King's got it. King's got it. Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks is correct. The president in that film was Jack Nicholson, who played multiple roles. Danny DeVito was in the film. Jim Brown was in the film. Tom Jones was in the film. Pam Grier was in the film. Sarah Jessica Parker was in the film. Pierce Brosnan was in the film. It was directed by Tim Burton. Michael J. Fox was in the film. Jack Black was in the film. Joe Don Baker was in the film. I mean, it had like the biggest cast I've ever seen in a film. I love that film growing up. It's just a movie of bits, right? But this was early on in Natalie Portman's career. Have a good one, Cody. And Glenn Close was like, I mean, she had speaking role, like, you know, it was a speaking role, but she just wasn't like, you know. I'm shocked the cast they got for it. All right, let's find somebody to read. Well done. King, you get a point. Don't you want somebody to raid? Don't you need somebody to raid? Silver Grains is on. Chez is on. Do we have any other friends on? Blue Skittle. Crack. we'll raid Crack 3D. I visited their stream last night and had a fun discussion, so. New friend. Alright, everybody. Okay, so the weather seems like shit tomorrow. I might do something tomorrow, we'll see. I kind of want to do plein air. Nighttime plein air on Thanksgiving is a strong possibility. If that can't be done, then I'll be back on Friday. Okay.
Fire the nuclear weapon.
Oh, god damn it! We're raiding out! We're raiding out! Hold on, I'm gonna cancel this for a moment so we can talk. Welcome in, everybody. I was thinking about raiding you, Blue Skittle. Thank you so much. This is a double raid. Everyone, quickly, all you newbies, I need subscribers on YouTube. I need subscribers on YouTube. For less than the cost of for less than the price of a cup of coffee, you could subscribe to my YouTube channel. As in, it's free. We could do a little bit more trivia. Your Aikido lessons start tomorrow. Damn it, Richards. I was really considering raiding you, but then I saw a friend. If any of you find it in your heart to subscribe to my YouTube, I'm a desperate, sad man. And there might be nighttime plein air on Thanksgiving. Yep. But yeah, I do need YouTube subscribers, so please, God. Well, thank you, Skittle. If you want to post your links, please do. We could post them again in the future as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, buddy. Blue Skittle, fantastic artist as well. Everybody go check them out or else. I am a very desperate, sad man. I need those YouTube subscribers. I'm a Muppet of a man. Thank you so much, Jazzmink. Thank you, Pigleg Goat. Alright, so, and anybody who's following me, I do stuff outside as well. This is oil painting. We painted from life. There we go. And blah, 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 blah. Next stream will probably be on Thanksgiving with all the fixins. But might try and, do some nighttime plein air, so. Thank you so much again. Everybody, yeah, so subscribe to the YouTube. Shoot me a follow if you want. YouTube, I'm desperate. And until next time, and feel free to ask questions when I'm here. All right, bye everybody. Waiting out to Crack Fox.